something exciting happening today. We are making biscotti. I would say this is our first time making it, but in fact it's not.
First time on film.
Well, yeah, we filmed the entire day's events. We roasted coffee and we thought what would go really good with coffee and biscotti. We'd never tried biscotti to make it before. And it was an all-day event because for those of you that don't know, and I didn't know, it's literally translates to twice baked. So it's an involved process. You bake it and then you cool it and slice it and bake it again. And we did all that. And
oh, the footage must have been amazing.
We toasted the pecans that we got from Texas, cracked them all, toasted them all. Here's a picture of how it turned out. That's all I have because there was an SD card mix-up and all that footage was deleted. So here we are again, round 2. I don't have any more of the pecans left. So I'm using almonds, slivered almonds that I just toasted, and cherries, dried cherries that I'm gonna chop up. And
they turned out really, really good. So hopefully this batch turns out really, really good too.
Yeah. Dave's getting the oven up to temp, and I'm gonna throw this in the freezer. So this recipe actually makes 2 of these logs, but this oven's so small we only use 1 of them. So next time we don't feel like putting something together but we want to bake something, we've got some backup. I don't know if this freezes well, but we'll find out later down the road. Okay, it's gonna be going in 350 for 25 to 30 minutes for the first bake. On your mark,
1:30.
Get set, bake!
Oh gosh.
They're coming out. Ooh. Looks good. Now, we let that cool probably 20 minutes or so, and then we slice and bake it again.
They smell good.
These look even better than our first try. Biscotti's done. Now let's try this coffee roasting thing again.
I'm no coffee roasting expert. Just what I do. Kind of a medium-high heat. The wind just picked up, which makes the challenge. Just got to keep it moving. It's a coffee roaster will roast things fairly consistent because it's continually moving in its little cage or whatever. But a cast iron coffee roaster, it's consistently inconsistent.
It's a blend. So basically you swirl this around until you hear something called first crack.
Yeah, so depends on how you like your coffee. If you like it lighter, which ironically, lighter roasted has more caffeine. I guess the longer you cook it, the more caffeine gets roasted out. I don't know. We like a little bit darker roast. So first crack is a little kind of a distinct crack where you hear the nuts start to, or the beans start to crack. And then depending on your heat, it's several minutes more, maybe 5-10 minutes more. I can't remember, it's been a while. It'll go into second crack, which is more of a subtle, softer sounding crack. And for a darker roast, we let it go just through second crack, pull it off, and then cool it right away. And to cool it, we'll put it in a colander and shake it, and the chaff, which I guess is just more like the skin of the coffee bean, all starts to come off during that cooling process.
This morning before we do coffee and biscotti, I'm really excited for that. We got up a little bit early and
It's brisk.
It's brisk. And we are hitting the prairie at Paynes Prairie. We figured we might as well go check it out. The ranger, when we checked in, said that they have wild horses and bison, and one whooping crane has been spotted, and also the sandhill cranes, like thousands.
I think it's like 1,000 sand cranes or something.
Yeah, so.
But it's a huge prairie, and whether you can find them near the trail is
debatable.
Yeah, you never know.
We don't know.
You never know. Sometimes they can see them right out here by the visitor center, and sometimes they're off. It's pretty thick in some of the brush, so.
Yeah, so we're gonna go check it out, and hopefully we see some wildlife. Super windy and cold. We're almost a mile in, but I'm waiting to see the prairie.
A lot of visibility. You can hear the birds, you can't see the birds.
Yeah. very cold hike. Walk. Hi. Hi. Oh boy. He's a good puppy. Yeah.
Yeah, my ears are
still ringing.
a little cold.
Coffee's pretty good.
Yeah. You like the smell of coffee?
I almost would like it a touch darker or stronger. It's a little on the light side for me.
Well, I put in a little less coffee.
Oh.
In the
Clever coffee dripper?
The Clever coffee dripper. Love that thing.
Yes.
I put a little less in that than I normally do because I thought we'd made it such a dark roast. I thought it'd be super strong, so it really wasn't.
Yeah. I gotta get into this. The biscotti.
Please give me the biscotti.
Okay.
Nope.
Ooh,
Easy,
ooh.
honey. You about lost that one.
You about lost that one.
So, did you show this to the camera already?
Not the finished product. I'm scared with the girl there.
Yeah,
though.
still no.
No.
Okay, down.
Look at this.
You know.
Does it crunch like biscotti though?
It's got just enough crunch, but it's not dried out. If it's too much, it's dry. It's
Biscotti's pretty dry, but
not like.
This isn't crumbly, like too dry.
That's what I mean.
This is definitely in the scone family.
I'm not a white chocolate guy, but who was it recommended the white chocolate? Katie?
Katie, a patron, yeah.
Good call. Good call. And even though the ones we made before were with the pecans we picked up in Texas, the almonds are better.
Sheila said no to the pecans. I think she would like these.
Pecans, all about the pecan pancakes. Ah, so good. So that was over 2.5 miles this morning before we even got a day started. Now we're going to head down to Santos and meet Brian and Chris, our friends that we spent last winter with. We're going to do some biking on some trails down there. We're going to bring up some bikes and yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be paved or dirt or
Both.
what it's going to be like. Back to the hike though. They do have an observatory that you can climb up and kind of get an overshot of the prairie, and we did that, and there still just was really, it was gorgeous, but there was just, we didn't really see any wildlife. So I don't know if at certain times of year kind of see better or
I can't think right now. So good.
happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, baby. To at least 16 more years of adventure. 16 years.
Yeah.
You still like me.
4 of it in a van.
Have all your dreams come true when you married me?
It's going to be real interesting to see what the next 16 bring.
It's always interesting to see what the next week brings.
This is true.
We should do coffee talk more often. You think we should do like a more frequent just chats, coffee talk?
When you say coffee talk, I think of the old SNL skit with Mike Myers. Coffee talk. I'm getting the clamps.
We should do it.
Do we really have that much to say? Is it that interesting?
You know, whenever I think that, why is it that people watch our videos and follow us, and what are we doing? But then when I step back and look at it, it is pretty unique. You know, we are doing something that's a little unconventional, and maybe looking at it like some people watch it like, that's really cool, and some people like they can't take their eyes off it. Like, what the heck is that?
Like a train wreck.
Something like
that. Is that what I could see that.
Let us know what you think.
And
I mean, we don't really talk about too much, but there's probably a lot of stuff you don't know about us. We never really think about talking about too much. We don't talk a lot about a lot of personal stuff, except that we do a lot of personal talks and videos on our Patreon page. But just on YouTube, we don't do a whole lot.
Yeah.
But
our channel is definitely gravitating more towards the cooking side, mostly because we eat every day, right? So, and we're filming, and sometimes what we're making is interesting, I think, or fun.
About oh, I started laughing so hard. One of the comments this morning was, "What was it? How are you guys not as big as a house?"
Yeah. Here's the deal with that: we don't eat extravagantly every single day.
You wouldn't want to watch us like, okay, we're pouring a bowl of granola. We're going with butterleaf lettuce in our salad today.
I have filmed salads before, so.
No, we do eat, we try to eat really healthy, but we do like to have food like this, and we really enjoy making it, and I really enjoy eating it.
Yeah.
But I think the big thing is we are active.
Active, yeah.
Almost 3 miles of fast walking today, going probably a couple hours of biking this afternoon.
Yeah. Also, I like the meals where it takes a long time to prepare.
Speaking of, would you have me another biscotti,
Yeah.
please? I'm eating that old bag.
Speaking of eating healthy, one thing I have to say about my baking in particular, if any of you are bakers and you watch me bake, it probably makes you twitch a little because I'm really, I don't measure very good, and I know baking is more of a science, and I'm just not into that. So I just definitely wing it, and sometimes it doesn't always work out in my favor, but more often than not, it does. So I apologize to all the actual bakers out there.
Well, I think when you wing it and you're experimenting, you're learning and you grow. If you just follow recipes, you're just following recipes. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
That's probably more how I cook.
Mm-hmm.
But you like to, experiment and do different things, and then, different the next time.
Yeah.
So.
I like putting different flavors together, and.
Man, this is good. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't know because it's clear over there.
Subtle, honey. Very subtle. I need more coffee, though.
We're eating a whole loaf of biscotti today.
It's our anniversary day.
Yeah.
We do what we want.
Cheers. We'll see y'all down the road.
Carry on.
Carry on.